Wow, I can't believe it's been almost a year living 100% off the grid, right? Bought my own land, finally built this tiny home, been living off the grid, living with the power of the sun, started planting some fruit trees, growing our own food, got the garden going, and I'm not done yet. This is 100% still in construction mode. I just really wanted to make a video and give you like the update because there's been a lot of progress made. This was like bare jungle, raw land, 100% raw land, nothing here. I'm way out here, all right? And this has been nothing but an adventure, all right? My blood, sweat, and tears have gone into this project, and I'm really excited to show you the inside finally because, the walls, everything are still not done yet. However, you gotta come check this out. Welcome to the Ohana. Welcome to my beautiful home. This is my amazing tiny home. We're living off the grid, 100% powered by the sun. We're collecting rainwater here. It's been almost a full year before we were living in the city, had to really, think about what it takes to make this dream life a reality, And I lived in a van for 5 years. I haven't paid rent in a long time. I've always been into alternate lifestyles, right? So that's how all of this is happening, I make content every single day. I have a YouTube channel, The Infinite Cup. This is what I do, right? And this is how all of this became a reality, right? I'm gonna tell you right now, I know what you're thinking. You're like, man, you must have split like $100,000 on the land and put this into that. Oh, must have spent $1 million, right? No, guess what? I'm all in for about $15,000 right now. That includes the house. That includes the land itself, right? That includes everything that I've been doing, the rock, building the driveway, right? I have to play the carpenter. I have to play the role of the electrician. I have to play the plumber, okay? I've done it all right? And guess what? Still in construction mode. So this is not, finished by any means. I have a lot of projects around here that are completely not done, like the bathroom. Still have to figure out what I'm gonna do for septic, how I'm going to get a full, rain catchment system going. Right now I have a temporary system with a 300-gallon tank. I'm filtering the rainwater. We use that for the shower and for our dishes here. However, we don't use it for the drinking water. I don't have reverse osmosis or UV filtration yet. So I go down to the local spring, fill up my jug, and that's how we use that for drinking water. Now, 2 solar panels is all you need, right? I have 400 watts going just to power my laptop, my cell phone, to do what I need to do to make content, to make my dream life a reality. Now, there's a little fridge right over here. It's all the refrigeration we need. That's it. Got a TV, got all the modern amenities right here. Now, I'm using a Wi-Fi router. That's how I make this all happen with 4G, no 5G in here. This is about having the smart speed. You can do it all. Honestly, you can have that modern life and live off grid. People have this like misconception that like living off grid means you're just like way out in the boonies and you don't talk to anybody and you're isolated and you're just like affiliated with the Amish people or something, and it's like, that's not how it goes down, You really gotta find that place where you wanna be first and then just go all in, all right? I have absolutely zero regrets. I've learned so much through this, and this is still the beginning phases of making this the fully functioning homestead that it has the potential to be, all right? So 200 square feet, right? That's all it is. And I built high, like a treehouse vibe here. It's been really fun being in this ancient forest in the jungle with all the ferns and the beautiful flowers and geckos and lizards and just, wild chickens and pigs. It's just absolutely incredible being immersed into nature itself. So wanted to capitalize on that when, having the vision for building this house. It's 20 feet high, 14 feet by 14 feet. We're about 1.5 feet off the ground, and it really does feel like you are in the trees here. Got this treehouse vibe, and I absolutely love it. Always had that fantasy as a kid, you know, wanting to live in the trees and be in nature, and just had to go for it. Being, you know, in my 30s now, it's like you really want to make your dream life a reality, and I couldn't be happier how everything has turned out, honestly. So the beautiful, you know, walls have come together so nice. Honestly, I didn't know what to do in the beginning. I didn't know what color I was going to paint it, didn't know what type of walls. Thought about doing a, you know, earth ship style or earth bag, or even a straw bale, things like that. However, looking back, it's like I'm happy I made this decision to go all wood and have like a modern rustic vibe, because this is actually creating more of a value in the long term for the property and the house itself. There's plenty of room to build another structure, and I'm excited to just get creative with the rest of the land that I have here. So for this house, like I said, about 200 square feet, 14 by 14 tree house. We have a loft above us that is like for the sleeping quarters that is not finished yet. Stay tuned, I'm gonna do a full tour video. And downstairs we have like this beautiful futon and the kitchen and everything that we need to live right here on the bottom level. Wi-Fi powering the, you know, TV, streaming 24/7, got everything we need through a Wi-Fi router, so we're good there. Small little fridge, that's all you really need. I already have like a minimal, you know, lifestyle. I've already been vegan, living in tune with the, you know, rhythms of the seasonal life for a very long time. So that's what this is all about. Really making your home surrounding what your passions are, right? So for me, I'm passionate about nature. I'm passionate about fruit. There's literally guava and like fruit trees dropping fruit all around me out here in the jungle, right? I can forage food. I have access to abundance of fresh rainwater, right? Filtering that, using that every single day is a blessing. I am so thankful. Now, the house itself just feels like home finally. You know, I've been waiting to make this video to show you guys because I've been in construction mode and living in a construction mode for a very long time now, okay? And it might not seem like it, but when you're raising 2 kids, when you're, you know, having a full-time job schedule, working up with the pace, keeping up with clients, you know, doing everything while building a home, it gets crazy, it gets exhausting, and that's an understatement, okay? So you really have to think about this, you know, in the long run, right? So we're living in a van and right under just a tarp, basically camping outside on our own property while building this house. And it wasn't until about 4, maybe 5 months in till we actually had a structure to sleep in, right? So you can imagine what it's like with the family being tucked in a tiny little van, and that's what we had to do to make this a reality, right? Otherwise we would have been, you know, renting or spending money elsewhere, and we just couldn't afford that. So at the same time, like, you really, you know, it was stressful, you know, it was aggravating, it was frustrating on the daily, and yet here we are, you see? So we have this beautiful home now. I'm not in debt for the rest of my life in some giant mortgage or anything like that. I just have to pay off the land, and that's it. You see, this is a very small thing that is allowing me to get that freedom that I'm after instead of doing what everybody else is doing, right? So that's what this is all about, alternative living. You see, you don't have to do what everybody else is doing. You can do it yourself before it's too late, honestly, because especially the times we're living in now, honestly, the way that I look at it is everybody's gonna be living off-grid soon, or you're gonna be trapped and locked into the city and everything that the government has been supplying to you, okay? So this is it. This is my little paradise, my little, you know, homestead of freedom here, the tree house that I've always wanted. It's here, right? Manifesting my dream life is just exciting, okay? And I've never been happier, right? So I feel like this is a really good opportunity to go all in, no matter what's happening on the outside in the modern world, okay? You can really make your dream life a reality. Trust me, coming from my own experience, okay? You don't need all of those things that your mind, you know, is coming up with. You just have to follow your heart. All right, so just go for it and know that you're being guided, and know that this is all happening for a reason, okay? So check it out, right? Check out my other videos. If you're new to the channel here, check it out. I make spiritual content every single day. Check out my podcast, go over to my Instagram, TikTok, social media. This is a beautiful place to really expand your consciousness, all right? So thank you all for being here. Thank you for checking out my beautiful home, and let me know what you think. Let me know in the comments section. Let me know if you have any other questions that I can cover in the next video, okay? So, till next time, peace.